UNSC this morning, where a LeT terrorist, the second in command of the Lashkar-e-Toiba, was designated as a global terrorist. He was blacklisted by the UNSC. India has now reacted to this big victory and the isolation of both China and Pakistan on a global stage. Listen in to this reaction coming in from the Ministry of External Affairs. We'll try and get you that reaction.
We welcome the decision of the UN Security Council's ISI and Al-Qaeda Sanctions Committee to list Lashkar-e-Taiba terrorist Abdul Rehman Makki, who is also the brother-in-law of LeT leader Hafiz Saeed. Makki has occupied various leadership roles in the LeT, including raising funds for the organization. Threats from terrorist organizations in the region remain high, and listings and sanctions by the UN Security Council are an effective tool to curb such threats and dismantle terror infrastructure in the region. India remains committed to pursuing a zero-tolerance approach to terrorism and will continue to press the international community to take credible, verifiable, and irreversible action against terrorism.
Abhishek continues to be with us. Abhishek, the MEA there reacting, the first reaction from the Indian government there. This, of course, is a victory, not just diplomatically for India, but also in a global fight against terror. But this is the first step in the right direction. There are several other terrorists that are harbored by Pakistan that need to be blacklisted, and that hold that China has been putting on them over the last several years also needs to be lifted.
Of course, and one of them is Asghar Rauf, who is also one of the close associates of Hafiz Saeed. We know that brother-in-law of Hafiz Saeed, Abdul Rehman Makki, he has been listed in United Nations Security Council's list of prohibition. But now the action against Asghar Rauf remains to be taken from United Nations Security Council. China has again put the technical hold in that case. And also talking about this multiple terrorist activity and terrorist organizations who are operating from the soil of Pakistan, the training camp that Pakistan has allowed to flourish on its land, the financing and all the funding of terrorist organizations that Pakistan-based people are continuing to have. These are the issues that needs to be sorted. These are the radical. Probably Pakistan's state will have to take some radical, steps and bold moves in order to have a conducive environment where both India can assure that at least there is a change of momentum. There is a change of action plan from Pakistani government, and they do intend well for India, and they are taking action against terrorist individuals. Probably that will have a space where India and Pakistan senior leadership can probably both sit together and talk about their own bilateral issues that have been pending for various years now. In fact, for the last 3 years, there has not been major political dialogue between the two countries ever since Pulwama. In fact, all the trade talks, bilateral trade ties have gone down. Diplomatic downgrading has happened in the bilateral relationship. People-to-people connect have also gone down. So to have a good relationship, first Pakistan needs to take some bold and radical moves. But until then, it doesn't look like that India and Pakistan will be having any environment where they can sit together and talk about issues.
Absolutely. And the kind of messaging that has come to the fore with the move at the UNSC, Abhishek, is also extremely important because China and Pakistan were believed to be fair weather allies. China has been coming to Pakistan's rescue, be it financially or diplomatically, on numerous occasions. It also worked both ways. Pakistan was silent on the treatment of Muslims in the Xinjiang province in China. But that two-way street now seems to have hit a roadblock as far as the messaging goes.
So it's a quid pro quo that Pakistan does not look. Doesn't look on what is happening in Xinjiang, and China allows these terrorist individuals who are hardcore terrorists and mastermind of various activity from not being prescribed at the international level. So, but beyond that, there are also other aspects of bilateral relationship that will keep both China and Pakistan in a very strong manner, and those are the trade issues, CPEC, development of CPEC, where billions of dollars are being invested in Pakistan's various region, the port that China is developing, and also China is having a lot of issue with Pakistan because of the strategic importance that it can leverage over India whenever it has a confrontation with India and on the northern border. So these are the issues that will, of course, remain there, and Pakistan and China will continue to have very good bilateral relationship. But at the same time, having lifted the technical board from that individual, Abdul Rehman Makki, is something that also shows China in a good light, where China can claim that it is also contributing itself in whatever way in a very concerted effort against terrorism, fight against terrorism globally.
Absolutely. It is a global fight against terror. And, the FATF sword was hanging on Pakistan's head for a very long time. They were in the grey list, which has now been taken off. But terror financing, its crackdown on terror is something that Pakistan has been pulled up by the world on several occasions, including by India and S.J. Shankar in the recent past, where he emphatically said that Pakistan is in fact a epicenter of terror.
Yes, as soon as Minister, while he was, in fact, in the past also, whenever he gets an opportunity, he tries to raise this issue of Pakistan being the epicenter of terrorism. In fact, when during his visit to Austria, while he was giving an interview, and he said that he's using this word for the being polite. I mean, he could have used even harsher word, because there is no denying of the fact that Pakistan has been the epicenter. If you talk about the major terrorist activities or terrorist individuals who have
Right.
wreaked havoc in any part of the world, they have always had a root or a very strong connection with Pakistan, from Osama bin Laden to Ayman al-Zawahiri. Taliban, we know that most of the top leadership of Taliban were sheltered by Pakistan
Right.
until they finally took over the wheel from the erstwhile, democratically elected government in Afghanistan. Hafiz Saeed, Masood Azhar, who has been mastermind of IC-814 plane hijack from India that was taken to Kandahar, and we have seen Hafiz Saeed, who has been mastermind of terror attacks. So most of the major terrorist activity that has happened around the globe have always some linkage with Pakistan. And
Absolutely. And
India
India
has always
has been
said that
making that
Pakistan has been
clear on world forums time and again. Sushant Sareen, senior